Good morning, I'm Greg Mason with Stair Gardens, and I'm here to talk to you about edible landscaping. You can create a beautiful and sustainable landscape by using fruit-producing shrubs and trees. Many fruit-bearing trees and shrubs are not self-fertile. That means they require another shrub or tree for cross-pollination. They cannot pollinate themselves. The companion plant must be of the same species but a different cultivar. One example of a fruit tree that requires another cultivar of the same species is apples. Have you ever wondered why your apple just doesn't produce any fruit? Well, there's a good chance that you don't have the companion apple that goes with it. The varieties must be blooming at the same time for pollination. Take a look at this chart to see which apples pollinate the others. You can download this chart at the link below or see the full chart on our website, windingstairgardens.com. Crabapples also pollinate apples. Since they bloom for a long period of time, most crabapples will pollinate most apples. This particular crabapple is called Robinson. It has red purplish leaves, spring deep pink flowers, is disease resistant, and has beautiful fruit in the fall, red fruit, which the birds like. It's a great landscape tree, gets about 20 to 25 feet tall, provides 3-season interest. Another similar crabapple that you can use to pollinate your apples is called Profusion. Profusion once again has deep pink flowers, just like Robinson, is disease resistant, has really nice fall color, and has fruit in the fall as well, which you could use to make jelly. Not all crabapples are created equal. Let me introduce you to Malus doggo crabapple. Gets about 15 to 25 feet tall, has a edible fruit. It kind of tastes like a Macintosh apple, just a little tartar and about half the size. It's delicious and is also a good pollinator for other apples. The next fruit tree I'd like to talk about is sweet cherries. Most sweet cherries are not self-fertile. However, the two that we have in stock both are. This is Lapin's sweet cherry. Lapins will get about 15 feet tall and wide, has a sweet taste and a dark red fruit, which is great for pies or jams. Once again, it is self-fertile and it also pollinates other avium species. Prunus cerasserus meteor. Meteor is a dwarf tart cherry tree reaching only 8 to 10 feet tall and produces large, bright red cherries with clear yellow tinted flesh, which is great for pies, jellies, and canning. Peaches are a great example of a fruit tree that is self-fertile, which means you only need to plant one of them. This particular peach is one that carried for a long time, very reliable. It's called Red Haven. Red Haven is a sweet, firm peach that's great for desserts, canning, and freezing. Has a long shelf life, and it'll get about 15 to 20 feet tall and 10 to 15 feet wide. The other cool thing about peach trees is the flowers are beautiful. They're like white and lavender color. The second peach I want to talk about is the Belle of Georgia. It is a red freestone peach. Gets about 15 feet tall and 10 feet wide. Very sweet, great dessert peach, as well as fresh eating. Pear trees require a pollinator. So the two pears that we have in stock pollinate each other. The first one is Bartlett. Bartlett will get about 15 to 20 feet tall, has a yellowish green fruit. Most of you are familiar with Bartlett. You see it in the grocery stores. Like all these fruit trees, requires full sun. You'll get about 15 to 20 feet tall and 10 to 15 feet wide. It's a very sweet, juicy pear, great for fresh eating and for cooking. Here's the other pear that goes with Bartlett. This is Kiefer pear. Once again, it's a yellow pear, 15 to 20 feet tall, 10 to 15 feet wide. Crisp, juicy, great for baking, canning, and jams. Shinko Asian pear. You can also use Asian pears to pollinate your pears. Asian pears have a crisper texture than typical pears, but with the pear flavor. So they're more like an apple texture with the pear flavor. They're great for fresh eating, and they're also great in salads. Another popular Asian pear is Shinseki. This will pollinate Shinko Asian pear or Bartlett or Kiefer. Once again, it's great for fresh eating and desserts, great in salads, has a mild sweet taste, And I find the Asian pears actually grow a little bit faster than the other pears. The two figs that we carry are Brown Turkey and Chicago Hardy. Both of these figs are two of the hardiest varieties around, produce rich, sweet fruit, great for jams. Here in the valley in Western Carolina, typically these figs will just keep growing, but in the mountains, a lot of times when we have a cold winter, they'll die back to the ground. They typically don't die though, they'll grow back each year. What I love about figs too is the architectural shape of the leaf. We have a huge selection of blueberries in stock at the moment. Both types are native to our area, the high bush and the rabbit eye. Check out the video below for a more in-depth description of these blueberries. And last but surely not least is one of my favorite landscape plants. This is lingonberry. Lingonberry is self-fertile, really nice plant to use in the landscape. It only gets about 14 inches tall and 14 inches wide, stays evergreen, has these beautiful white flowers and then red fruit that's super high in antioxidants, and is also hardy to minus 30 degrees. I find in our climate they just keep producing fruit all throughout the year, all the way up till fall. As you can see, we have a huge selection of fruit trees and shrubs waiting for you. You can make pie, jelly, cobbler, whatever else you can think of. Come down, get some for yourself, plant them, enjoy them, show them off.